everybody, it's day 23 of Vlogmas. The other day, Sarah did a tag, and I was gonna do a review of The Shape of Water, but I just didn't feel like it. But I also didn't have any other ideas, so I'm also gonna do a tag. Some questions might overlap because Sarah didn't actually say what tag she did. I just found this on the internet. It's called the TMI YouTube tag. It's from Kat Bosuka. I guess the website is called Mama's Losing It. So we're gonna get right into it, as long as Chai doesn't bark at the neighbors. What are you wearing? You can't see it, but it's got Leia on it. It says Rebel at the bottom. Just this cute little black shirt I got from Target. And a pair of jeans. Ever been in love? No. Ever had a terrible breakup? No. How tall are you? I'm 4'11". How much do you weigh? Any of my doctors, besides like my gynecologist, will say that I weigh too much, but you know, I really don't care. Weight has been something that I've struggled with for my whole life, but it turns out that I have hypothyroidism, so that makes it really difficult for me to maintain and lose weight. Any tattoos? You can't see it because my leg doesn't bend that way, but I do have a tattoo right there. Any piercings? Yes. I have my nose pierced, I have my ear lobes, each pierced twice, and then I have, that's the other ear, I have my cartilage pierced, which you can sometimes see, like if I have my hair in a bun or something. OTP. Oh, just in general, like me and Thor, or me and Valkyrie. The couples that I look up to a lot are like Jake Peralta and Amy Santiago, and Leslie Knope and Ben Wyatt, Pam and Jim Halpert. Favorite show? A show that I finished is probably Charmed, and a show that's currently going on is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Favorite bands? Fall Out Boy, Paramore, and All Time Low are the big three for me. Something you miss. Every day that I'm not at Disney World, I miss Disney World. Favorite song? Favorite song is not a question that ever exists for anyone. How old are you? 24. I just turned 24. Zodiac sign, Sagittarius, and I'm kind of proud of it, even though I know that like zodiacs don't really mean that much. Quality you look for in a partner. There's two that are above everything else. Loyalty and honesty. I want you to be open with me, and I want you to not make me not trust you. That would be great. Favorite quote? Obstinate, headstrong girl from Pride and Prejudice. Lizzie wears it like a badge. Favorite actor? I mean, I like Chris Pratt. I don't know. Stephanie Beatriz? I can't pick. Kevin Kline. Favorite color? Mint green. Where do you go when you're sad? My bed. How long does it take you to shower? Anywhere between like 15 and 25 minutes, and that just depends on whether or not I'm shaving. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Anywhere between 15 and 25 minutes, and that just depends on whether or not I feel like wearing lipstick. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes. Turn on? The only thing in my head is daddy issues, and I don't like what that says about me. I promise my kink is not daddy issues. It was just the only thing that was in my head. I don't really have a kink. My turn on, I guess, is like watching Thor just be covered in lightning. And then the slow bisexual walk that happened in like every movie in the last year with a female lead. Turn off. Rudeness. Just being an asshole. Stop doing that. I don't like it. The reason I joined YouTube. I wanted to make vlogs, not even in this style. I wanted to be famous on YouTube like the Shaytard, who I no longer watch or am subscribed to. Fears. The dark, crippling loneliness and anxiety. Ghosts. I am terrified of ghosts. The last thing that made you cry. Leia Organa. The last time you said you loved someone. I probably told my mom I loved her yesterday. Meaning behind your YouTube name. I had always wanted to do something where I was the princess of the channel because I am, in fact, a princess. Sarah and I just kind of talked about it and then ended up going with a sort of medieval theme. The last book you read was Milk and Honey. The book you're currently reading is The Hate You Give and The Sun and Her Flowers, and I'm still rereading Pride and Prejudice. The last show you watched, I just caught up with Brooklyn Nine-Nine right before this. The last person you talked to on the phone was my mother. Like texting was Sarah. The relationship between you and the person you last texted is Sarah. So you guys have a pretty good idea of what that relationship's like. Favorite food? Ice cream. I make a noise like I don't actually know, but the answer is ice cream. Place you want to visit. I'm gonna say, you know, that's not Disney. I'd love to go to Hawaii. I'd love to go back to Paris. I really want to go to Greece. I would love to go to Canada, Kathy. The last place you were? In my car, on the way to Taco Bell. Do you have a crush? Yes. Last time you kissed someone? Never. The last time you were insulted? I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit. Favorite flavor of sweet? Mint chocolate chip ice cream. What instruments do you play? Absolutely none. Favorite piece of jewelry? Probably my nose ring. Although I do have Little Mermaid earrings that I just need to get into the habit of wearing. Last sport you played? Last song you sang? For like a half an hour now I've had Heaven's Eyes stuck in my head, so I've just been walking around my house like, look at your life. Look at your life through heaven's eyes. Favorite chat up line? What does that mean? What is a chat up line? Have you ever used it? I don't know. Last time you hung out with anyone? I hung out with my mom last night. We went to Walgreens. Who should answer these questions next? Literally anybody that feels like it. I'm gonna tag Angel because I know she likes it when I do that. I'll tag Kathy too if Kathy wants to do this, and Rogan if Rogan wants to do this. I could tag Sajid if he wants to do this. Literally, like, I'm just naming off my friends, but if you feel like doing this, have fun. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. In the comments below, let me know what your answers to some of these questions are. You can, you know, make a video or leave it in the comments. What are your responses to some of my answers? If you're not already subscribed to The Princess and the Scrivener, please do so down below, especially if you'd like to see more videos on Disney, intersectional feminism, pop culture critiques, Vlogmas, and more. We have 2 days left of Vlogmas. Sarah's going tomorrow, and then the both of us will see ya on Christmas.